Extremely sad news for Sussex. King Charles sets the ultimate weapon to deal with Harry and Meghan. And maybe we won't be surprised by this attack because history has proven that this is one of the most reliable people of the monarch. I'm going to discuss it further with you in this video. I'm so happy and excited to see you here again on LVT News channel. Alright guys, so today a royal source has suggested there's only one senior working royal who can put an end to Harry and Meghan's drama with the royal family once and for all. You're not going to be surprised to hear it's Princess Anne. She has been described as the answer to all the royal family's problems. According to this source, Princess Anne is going to write the letter to Parliament to ask them, beg them really, to remove Harry's titles and the princely title too and his place in the line of succession as well as any titles for his wife and his heirs. Only Anne could write this convincing letter. And then Anne can be the head of the undertaking to legally challenge their new website name and the contents and also the weird surname change. I do believe the Princess Royal would certainly sort out the situation. And I'm sure she's had a lot of input on all this to date. So maybe behind the scenes there's a lot more going on than we can see in spite of what all these experts are claiming. Princess Anne is one of the most down-to-earth, nice, compassionate, kind people you're ever going to come across. And not only that, but she's incredibly caring and she cares about the rules. I mean, she really follows in her mother's footsteps on that when she believes in the traditions of the monarchy. She believes in the protocol. From the very start of this whole Markle debacle, I have said that if Meghan had been informed that Princess Anne was going to be helping her from the very beginning, from day one of their engagement, I don't think that marriage ever would have happened. Either that or Harry and Meghan would have run away before wasting so much money on that spectacle wedding. You see, Anne cares so much about the preservation of the monarchy, just like her mother did. And she's governed more by her head than she is her heart. And the Sussex problem is nothing but emotional for William and Charles. They're just too close to Harry. They can't see things clearly. She is also removed from the direct barge of emotions. She can do what needs to be done. In the past, the Princess Royal has been called the firm's secret weapon thanks to her commitment and her devotion to the crown, and also her no-nonsense attitude that people so appreciate. She really hurt Harry and Meghan when she directly attacked the statement of Harry and Meghan wanting to refresh the monarchy. The Princess Royal says, well, what's the point of reinventing the wheel? And I agree with her wholeheartedly. So I certainly concur that Princess Anne is the very best person to deal with Harry and Meghan and put them in their place. She has inherited all the best from both her mother and her father. So I do hope that the secret weapon is going to come in and do what needs to be done with Harry and Meghan once and for all. It's time for this whole facade to come to an end. And no, Harry's not going to be welcomed back to the royal fold. And no, Meghan Markle is never going to return to the UK. And the secret weapon, Camilla and William, are going to know how to stop all this. I can understand that maybe the king, as a father, wants his son Harry back in the family. But at the same time, he's got to realize Harry and Meghan cannot be trusted. And he cannot put the monarchy at risk by having Harry running around and telling all kinds of lies. So at this point, he needs to make a decision. And maybe he can just send his sister, Princess Anne, to tell them to put a stop to all their antics, to end the childish behavior and go live the private, peaceful lives they claim they wanted. And if King Charles wants to somehow reconcile with the two of them, then he can do that on a private, personal level. Everything else should not be considered. Harry and Meghan have just caused too much damage. They've told too many lies. They have insulted too many people. The trust can no longer be rebuilt. The most expensive clothing, all kinds of fake hair, fake teeth, and that fake Rick disgrace certainly do not help matters. Charles is now the monarch. He's the head of the firm. Now when they were growing up, Prince William and Prince Harry were treated equally as much as could possibly be. For example, the king sent Harry to Eden, even though he wasn't really Eden material. Now Eden took him because of who he was, because of that title attached to his name. What has Harry, though, ever really accomplished on his own? Invictus, let's be real, was created by Philip and it was given to Harry so that he would have something to keep him busy. And now Charles is not well. All the anxiety coming from Harry and Meghan are not going to help his recovery in the least. So Charles needs to do this, if not for the sake of the monarchy, but for his own health. Banish them for good. I mean, make Parliament rescind the Sussex titles immediately. See, the thing is, Meghan Markle does not want to see Charles healthy again. If she figures if she can push Charles out, then she's one step closer to being queen, which is her ultimate goal. And if not her, then one of her invisible children. Seriously, has Meghan Markle ever done something kind for anybody? I don't think so. Meghan just destroys everybody's lives she ever has contact with. Go ask Jessica Maroney. That used to be Meghan's best friend. I mean, Meghan used her, abused her. And Meghan Markle is a good reason Jessica and Meghan are no longer friends.